a guy named Eddie Garcia. He testified, right?
Eddie Garcia was one of the security personnel the day Cassie got beaten at the hotel. He saw the stuff, him and the other security personnel, and they told their boss about everything. They wanted to do the right thing, but their boss wouldn't allow them to do that. They had to be given immunity because in actuality, they were co-conspirators because Puff, from whatever smart ass dumb lawyer, if it was a lawyer involved, had them write an NDA, a non-disclosure, and get those people $100,000 and put it in writing. How are you breaking the law by having a video confiscated of you beating somebody, and you're going to have somebody sign an NDA that they won't tell nobody, and get them $100,000 out of Combs Global, because the NDA was signed Combs Global. So when the people were saying that he wasn't using his business to break the law, they got it in black and white. He gave a man $100,000 to keep their mouth closed and to take the tape. An NDA, when you're breaking the law, a non-disclosure goes thrown out the window anyway. It don't even matter. It says that in the NDA. If a person is breaking the law, this NDA is no good. It's no good. So why are you having somebody sign that? That's a paper trail that you didn't even need. Somebody fell and bumped their head, bro. Because I'm saying, damn, how did the feds get that? They had a copy of it. He never gave the guy a copy of it. He only had that in his own, what? I guess his own files. He only had that in his own files, brother. They asked the guy, "Oh, did you see the NDA?" He said, "Yo, I didn't really read it, man, because I just wanted to get the hell out of there. I seen the $100,000. He counted it on the machine." He said, "Did you count it?" He said, "Nah, I trusted him. I just wanted to get my ass up out of there. I didn't came up. You understand? I didn't came up. Come on, 100,000 for that tape? My man, that's starting off at $1 million. That's They should have started off at $1 million with that one, because he definitely would have paid it.
He testified that they only wanted 50K, but Diddy gave him 100K.
Now he told him the boss was only one gonna get it. The boss was asked for 50,000. So in the interim of the boss asking for 50,000, Puff just automatically put another 50 on top of that. He knew what the tape meant, but you got to realize too, they had the guy FaceTime Cassie, and Cassie was with it too on getting rid of the tape. So Cassie wanted to get rid of the tape too. And that came up in court.
Yeah, he testified that Diddy was concerned that tape would come out. But yeah, I mean, they could have had a couple of millions for that tape, man.
Yeah. I know they at least could, they at least 50, 100,000, 50,000, that's too low, bro. For that tape and the damage it would have did with its Ciroc companies, with all the, you see the damages it did.
Yeah, the guy actually testified that he actually got a call from Diddy, letting him know that he was drunk when he, attacked Cassie.
Well, he said that the guy he's a little paranoid, regarding with Diddy, but he said Diddy also called him on Easter and wished him a happy Easter. He said he called Diddy back and said he needed a job and asked him did he have any kind of security work for him to do, and Diddy Never called him back. Never called him back. That's why with these guys in this industry, bro, you gotta get all yours up front. You gotta make sure that when you do something, get all your money up front because they can't be trusted. Not no way, not no how.
Yeah, he testified that when he met up with Diddy to get the money for the tape, he said that Diddy was calling him Eddie my angel.
Yeah, yeah. He made accusations that Eddie was his angel, and Eddie he was happy and everything like that. He said Diddy went to the back, came back out with the non-disclosure, came back out there with a bag full of money, counted the money in front of him. He said it was crazy. He said Diddy was telling him he could change his life. I thought they was about to do the freak off. He told me gonna change his life. Yeah, that shit was funny, man. But he gave him the money. He took care of everything.
I'm hearing that they were saying that the prosecutors, they were saying that Eddie Garcia was bribing, Diddy for the money for the tape.
No, they was trying to. They did not go at Eddie Garcia's like that, like they was bribing Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? They were not. The prosecutor, and that's lies that the internet is making up because the defense did not go after Eddie as if Eddie Garcia was trying to bribe Diddy because he didn't ask Diddy for the $100,000. He only thought he was going to get 50,000. That was Diddy putting extra money on there. That's the internet that's making up that stuff like uh, uh, the feds went after Eddie Garcia as if they were trying to bribe Diddy out the $100,000 for the tape. And that was far from it during that testimony. And they did not go after Mr. Garcia and state any of those things that you just previously said.
So how did the tape get leaked? Did they run game on Diddy like they sold him the tape, but they made copies behind the scenes? Or like how did that work?
No, what happened was is that they got the tape from the cloud and they thought they had what you call, but the analyst that's the specialist said because that you think that you've deleted something, it's not deleted. It goes dormant in your system and you can't bring it up unless you go into the server and see what door is behind. He was explaining this like just say you have a message. You delete that message. So now that message deleted, you can't bring that back up. But it's still dormant and it's still in the system. Now, once you take another delete message, delete a message, delete a message, delete a message on top of that, you have to go in there and know how to pull out all those deleted messages to get to that one message that's dormant in the system. And that's what they do. You got to realize it goes like this, brother. The Eddie Garcia case helped the racketeering and Puff using his companies to do crimes. And when he takes and pays an individual and make them sign a notice, a non-disclosure, and gives them $100,000 as if he got it from the money of Combs Global, it helps the racketeering cases that Eddie and them are receiving money for a crime that they should have reported to the police. So Puff is interfering with justice by paying somebody off for a crime that was committed. That's against the law, brother. That's a part of the racketeering. So Eddie and them, that's why he had to get what you call he's a witness but he was given immunity because they should have went to jail for not reporting the crime. No matter what Cassie wanted, it wasn't up to Cassie to say whether they called the police or not. So now, by him taking that $100,000, he came in and testified that. That's enough to piece Puff in there into that racketeering part.